So this is a retro review of the Casio Fiva, which is a laptop, maybe you call it Subnotebook, produced in the late 90s by Casio. And what's impressive about it is that when you think about computers from the 90s, you don't really expect them to be beautiful first. Like this got a magnesium shell, which is a very nice material, very sturdy hinges, and very crisp screen. In fact, it was regarded as like the best screen of its category back then. And well, and also the size. So some notebooks of the 90s, you remember probably the Toshiba Libretto, right? So this is roughly the same size of a Toshiba Libretto, which is about the size of a CD drive. Or maybe if you can compare this to modern devices, an iPad Mini. And well, the size and form is what makes it very special and very cute. The materials look stunning even for today. Like if you look at the Toshiba Libretto, it's cute because of the size, but it's very nice looking. This one sometimes compasses maybe 2000s looking computer. So the spec's gonna be down below. The best thing about it isn't specs, definitely, but rather the form. This is form over function, maybe just like Apple. So another thing that is very different from the devices that we have nowadays is it comes with a massive amount of software and documentation. So first, look at the box of it. The box of it is huge for such a small laptop. And you know, it came with so much documentation, so much software. Like the last Windows that I bought, I mean like the computer that I bought that had a Windows manual was like 10 years ago. My mom's Toshiba laptop, which came with a manual this size with Windows Vista, and this is the manual of the computer. But the manual of this is this size. And this is the manual of the computer, which is also massive. Something we don't see now. There's lots of software, of course, even in floppies. Also, back then, USB wasn't really common yet, so you had to use cards like this. Like this is a network card. This is a compact flash for sharing storage, and also got the CD drive, which is not USB. It works with a card like this as well, an interface card. Well, I'm gonna show you a little bit of what's this computer like in use.
One eternity later.
So opening up, you see that there's no touchpad in here, right? You just see the keyboard. That's because the touchpad is actually here, which is quite similar to the Libretto. The difference being that it has a touchpad instead of a knob, which is quite annoying. I actually prefer the touchpad, and it's actually pretty nice to use it with two hands like this. So what can you do with this? Not much, honestly. For example, if you want to type some documents without distractions, you can run Word 97 on it, and you're good to go. You can type anything you want, and zero distractions really, unless you are into word art. Cute. Can you do gaming? Sort of. Although it may run most of the games, as I told you, like the specs are not the biggest thing about it. In fact, the specs of it are quite poor. If you look at the properties, what you've got is a Cyrix processor with MMX, but it runs at 200 megahertz. It's not very quick. It's got 30 megabytes of RAM, integrated graphics. It works, does the job, but it's not the best. Let me see some examples of games. So I've got like Tomb Raider, I've got SimCity on it, and most of the games work. So the thing about it, the screen is very crisp, it's very bright, it's very nice screen, but the resolution is 800 by 600. And surprisingly, that is a problem for gaming because the resolution is actually too big for the games, because most DOS games run on VGA resolution, which is like 640 by 480. And so what we've got is a kind of huge black bars going across the screen, which is annoying because the screen is already so small on this device. With Windows games, we don't have this problem because it recognizes the 800 by 600 resolution and it works just fine. And, well, for Windows games it can actually be fun. This is a pinball game. I believe it comes with the Windows 98 CD. It's got some nice pinball arcades. I've run... This is not my favorite one, but at least it runs on full screen, as you see, so it's more enjoyable to play. So you can insert the coin and play. Anyways, last but not least, will it run Quake? Well, let's say sort of. And when I mean sort of, well, yes, it does run, but it's probably not the most enjoyable experience, as you see. Especially because of the black bars. Because graphics wise, well, I really don't complain about this graphics. It runs smoothly, and honestly I like the way it loads on this computer. So there you go, Casio Fiva, a very beautiful Subnotebook from the late 90s. Hope you've enjoyed it.